Hey, Century. There are times when I look above and beyond. There are times when I feel your love around me, baby. I'll never forget my baby.
What's up, everybody? So I think the last time you all seen me on camera, it was a lot going on. So I'm happy to say that my wife and I, we had our baby the last time you all seen us, and for the last 15, 16 days, this is where it all began for us, and this is where it all is ending. For the last 15 to 16 days, my wife and I have been driving back and forth to the hospital to visit our baby in the NICU. Different experience. I think I might share my side on things and how a lot of stuff went down, how I felt about it, and you know, kind of where we are now. But I'm excited because today is our gotcha day. You know, I know a gotcha day is for children that get adopted, but this is our baby's gotcha day, like the day that we're getting to bring her home, right? So let's step inside and see how it goes. So I'm standing inside of our baby's home for the last 15, 16 days, and I'm excited to be able to bring my baby home. You know, we spent many days washing at those things and putting on gowns in there to touch our baby and to hold her and things like that, but she's come along great. She's been doing well. She's amazing. She's succeeding past all of her tests. So today is our gotcha day where we get to bring our baby home, and I'm excited that you all have been a part of this journey with us, that you all have been a part of this life-changing experience. And my wife has done an amazing job round the clock doing everything that she needs to do to ensure that our baby is home. And I've done all that I can do, know how to do to the best of my ability to get us to this point. And so I'm getting ready to go back, take some pictures, get my baby, and then we'll be out. All right, you guys, so this is the spot where it all started. We came in here, we sat down, and everything was a go. And today we're at the point of where we get to take our baby home. We get to make this walk out of the hospital. And today is her graduation day, and we are so super excited that she's having this opportunity to be able to come home. And this is where the fun starts, the real life begins. So y'all stay tuned with us. We have some goodies to unpack when we get back to the house, so it's going to be awesome. So stay tuned. Look, y'all, we have our little one. Okay, hold on. And
then we'll tag you guys.
Let me show you.
We'll do it up for you guys. You guys did it! Woohoo! Yay!
All right, everybody. Well, we're doing our last walk out of here from where it all got started to where it's now finally ending. And thank you. And this is where our journey here that's come to an end and that has started at a beginning. So come with us on this journey of parenthood now, and let's see how this journey goes. Stay tuned.
Hi besties, welcome back to my first ever official mom vlog. I am a mom. I'm tired. She's a tired mother. She is a happy mother. She's an excited mother. We are officially parents, and it has hit me. It has officially hit me. We are 3 weeks in, and my baby is crying. 1 second. So she does this thing where she has active sleep, which is something that we've learned. And she will occasionally just like start screaming in her sleep. And so we, obviously as first time parents, we'd be like, oh my gosh, she's waking up, get the bottle ready, get her diaper stuff ready, like get everything going and ready for her. And half the time she's asleep, like she's not even waking up, and we're doing ourselves a disservice if we pick her up, get her up, and start changing her. So usually when she does that, we kind of wait it out and see like, okay, is this active sleep or is she actually waking up and needs her butt change and a bottle. So we're learning, and I'm so grateful for my husband because I could not have done this by myself, you guys. Like, let's just start there. Like, babies, especially in the newborn stage, they're not hard, it's just tiring. Like, it's around the clock, it does not stop. So we are just sitting in the living room right now. We're watching basketball and she's out here with us. Of course we're learning, and I feel like we keep her cooped up in the room so much, you guys. And it be like dark in there and we have like the low light setting, and it hits me like, girl, eventually you guys are gonna go back to regular life. And you can't just be sitting in the dark all day. So you better take her out into the living room and turn the lights on. She's got to be able to learn how to sleep with some lights on. Of course, not like in the evening time when it's bedtime, but like at certain hours in the day when everyone's just up out, she needs to be able to sleep and hear you guys talk and have the lights on and have all the social stuff going on, the TV on, and still be able to sleep. So we're getting that training in ASAP because our family is very loud. My family is loud. His family is loud. They come over. They don't care that the baby's asleep. Their thing is the baby needs to learn how to sleep with people talking. So they're not even going to try to be quiet. So we have to train her now. So with that being said, I feel like I have given a lot of details like on my... One second.
Move forward and flare less with Empress for eczema. U.S. Olympian Aaron Jackson coming down. But wait, this is...
I feel like I've been given a lot of details on my TikTok about like my experience and everything that has transpired. So I'm gonna give you guys just a quick little update. And if you guys already know, you know, my birth story and my experience, you guys can like fast forward. But pretty much, if you guys saw the last nesting vlog that I posted, I literally had her like after the last day of the vlog that I was on there, I had her the literal next day. I had no clue. So she was born a month and a couple like a month and 7 days early. And yeah, so I had no clue I was gonna have her at 34 weeks. I thought that I was almost like 35 weeks when I had her, but they say it was 34 weeks. So pretty much I went in for a regular doctor's appointment, and they took my blood pressure, and my blood pressure was through the roof even after I had been laying down on my side. Now, mind you, they had me on blood pressure medication and everything, so the fact that my blood pressure was super high, even when I was on blood pressure medication, like, it was go time. So they immediately were like, we're gonna send you to the hospital because your blood pressure is dangerously high, and yeah, you're far enough along to where we can take the baby. And yeah, so what they told me in my doctor's appointment, that they were just going to check on me and they were going to monitor me. I get to the hospital and all of a sudden, you know, we get in, they're like, hey, yeah, your doctor called us. Your doctor called us and let us know that you were here. And yeah, we're just gonna take you in the triage. So they take me to triage, they gave me a gown. I'm like, okay, that's normal. Like, they give me a gown, whatever. So I get changed, and then all of a sudden one of the nurses comes in and she gets like this wet towel and she's like washing me head to toe, in between my legs, everything. So I'm like, okay, they're giving me a bath. Okay, is this normal? So they put me in the bed, they put a blood pressure cuff on me, and they're taking my blood pressure like every 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and nobody's saying anything. Like, nobody is saying anything, but all of a sudden the nurses are like running around in circles like chickens with their heads cut off, and they're kind of low-key freaking out a little bit. And so this made me more nervous because nobody is telling me what my blood pressure is at. Everyone's just kind of being quiet. Everyone's starting to look at each other like they're super nervous. They're trying to put my IV in my arm. They couldn't find the vein. They finally find a vein in my hand, and I was just super swollen. So they put the IV in my hand, And they're like, okay, well, we're pretty much going to be taking you back for a C-section in the next 30 minutes. What? Yeah, your blood pressure is dangerously too high, and yeah, we're gonna have to take the baby now, because the sooner we take the baby, the sooner your blood pressure is going to go down, because it's your placenta and you have preeclampsia. And yeah, so we're gonna go back in 30 minutes. Dad, here's the paperwork you need to fill out. And so we're like, what? So all of a sudden I see my doctor walk in, and he's doing my C-section. And he's like, I wasn't even supposed to come in today. I was on call, but I decided to come in so that we can get this done. Okay, so now my blood pressure is going up even more, because I'm realizing this is about to happen. So I tell my husband, I say, okay, start calling people. Because I told him at first, I said, don't call anyone until we know what's going on. And so I told him to start calling people. So people start showing up to the hospital. By the time I got into the OR, my family was here. His family was at the hospital. They were all waiting in the waiting room while I was in surgery. When I say that C-section was scary, I mean it. And I think a lot of people upplay C-section like, oh, like, just get the C-section, like, you don't have to push, you get sewed right back up, and then you just go into recovery, and then you heal up, and it's fine. Like, what? You literally put on a table, well, in my experience, was put on a table like this big and expected to sit on it. Now, mind you, have to pee really bad, but it's an emergency. So they're like, you're not gonna feel like you're gonna have to pee in a little bit. Mind you, I've never had a C-section. So I'm like, what do you mean I'm not gonna feel like I have to pee? You get a catheter and you don't end up feeling like you have to pee. But, so I had to sit on the table with holding a pillow, which really was not a cushioned pillow. If you've ever felt a hospital pillow, they're not cushioned in any sense of the word, okay? And so I had to hold the pillow, which was not cushioned, squeeze it, and bend my back while also keeping my head up straight and sitting like this. And they're just like poking me in my back. They're like, okay, we're gonna give you numbing first, and then we'll do like the spinal block. So for me, some say I think I have a high pain tolerance, but in certain cases I do. And so for me, it was just like a little pinch. So other people will probably say something different, but it was just like a little pinch. And then finally, doctor was like, okay, go ahead and lay back. I laid back, and literally from my chest down, felt like a rock. Could not move it. I felt like I was gonna fall off the table, but could not move my feet to like adjust myself on the table. But I wasn't falling off the table. It just felt like it. So I'm laying there, my husband's not in the room yet, and they're just having casual conversations. Oh yeah, I was off yesterday. Oh yeah, I was this, I was that. Oh really? Okay. And I'm sitting there having the most like scariest experience of my life, wondering if my baby is okay. So as soon as I lay back, they all of a sudden bring my husband, lay out this tarp, and they immediately started. Like immediately. And next thing I know, within like maybe 10 minutes, my baby was born. Okay. So within the next 10 minutes, my baby was born. My husband said that when she first came out, she was not breathing. When we looked at the medical record, she was not breathing when she first came out. They had to do respiratory therapy to get her to breathe. Shockingly, she was able to breathe on her own once she, was given some breathing treatments for like a day. And then she was able to breathe on her own. I did not have to get a steroid shot. They were very shocked at how early she was, because usually based on how early she was born, usually their lungs are not matured enough to breathe on their own, but she was breathing on her own. So we praise God for that he put breath in her lungs for her to be able to breathe, and super grateful. So she was in the NICU for 16 days, and we were traveling just back and forth from home to the NICU. I'm not gonna go too depth into my NICU experience. I'll probably save that for another video if you guys are curious what our NICU experience was like. But we literally traveled back and forth for 16 days every day to take her my breast milk. And then I got to heal at home, and I got to pretty much just like learn her from the NICU nurses and learn her feeding schedule, learning how to change her diapers considering how small she was, and Just also get nursed to health by my husband at home without a baby, which I was super grateful for, because I think it would have been really hard for me to not be able to move and get out of bed with a baby with me. And I know that some moms have C-sections and have their baby literally in the hospital with them. And I just couldn't imagine what that would have been like. I think that would have been mentally even more taxing on me. And I could see why a lot of women go through like postpartum depression a lot and stuff like that, because if my experience started like that from day one, I think it probably would have affected my mental a lot more differently than it did not having my baby at home with me for the first, 2 weeks that I was just healing and getting some type of normal. Okay, so I'll probably share more details about my C-section either later on in this vlog or further on, but I have yapped enough, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who has congratulated us, that has sent us love, and yeah, we are officially like parents. We are like real deal mommy, pappy. I am the milk lady and he is the bearded man, and our baby loves us and we love her. So yeah, we are giving her a bath today. And you guys, I was so nervous my first time giving her a bath. Like, I don't know if you guys experienced the first time giving your guys' baby a bath. Were you guys nervous? Because I was. She loved it, but she was also really cold when we took her out. So we bought a heated pad for her bath, and then I also am probably gonna put like the little pedal thing in her bathtub so that she can be more comfortable. I'll show that to you guys later on the vlog once I get ready for her bath. But it is 6:40 right now, and she absolutely has to get a bath today. We've been putting off her bath because she's been falling asleep and all that good stuff. So once we feed her, we're gonna throw her in the bathtub, get her real clean. And if you guys have any tips or tricks for bath time, let us know, because we're still figuring that out. But yeah, it's bath night, and I'm excited because I love a fresh baby that just smells so good. So yeah, welcome to the vlog, you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next clip. So we have transitioned to the bathroom. It's officially bath time, and I'm about to get the bathroom set up, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys what our setup looked like in case you guys were wondering. So I think I showed this to you guys in the nesting vlog, but I'm going to show it to you guys again just in case you guys missed it. So we have her little bath diaper caddy, which has everything that we would need to use for her bath. Okay, so we have her heated pad, which we're going to put under her bath towel just to make sure that she's nice and warm when we lay her down. Of course, on low, we're not going to burn the baby. Okay. And then we have some wipes. We have her brush. We have night lotion by Shea Moisture Baby, and then also the nighttime shampoo and bath milk by Shea Moisture Baby. And then we have just some Honest Nourish Conditioning Detangling Spray. Not that we're detangling, but her hair actually pretty much likes it. But she's a baby. She don't, she don't need too much. And then in here we have her washcloths. I just rolled them all up and put them all in here because obviously, as you can see, there's some missing washcloths from her first bath, and we have not refilled it because we have been busy in the newborn trenches. So I just stocked a whole bunch in here so that we are able to just grab them and not have to worry about, did we wash other towels or whatever the case may be. They're just in here ready to go. These ones, these green ones and this gray one, we got these from Amazon, and I'm pretty sure I put them in my maternity postpartum link. If I didn't, on Amazon shop, I would put them in there because these are so good. They're super thick, super good. They're not like some of the basic super thin towels. They feel like regular adult towels but for babies, and I love them. So then we have some more extra wipes. We did have some diapers in here, but we took them out just because we used them. I'll probably restock it with some more diapers, but for the most part, we can just get a diaper from the diaper caddy. Then we have her little penguin. This temps the water. I put the water temp at 99 degrees, a degree over her body temperature, just so it felt a little bit warmer for her. And she actually really liked it. So I'm gonna do that again for this bath. And then this is her hooded towel. I had 2 stocked in here, but obviously we are washing her clothes right now, so it'll get restocked. And then she has some more in her drawer in her nursery, so I will actually probably restock this before her next bath, just to make sure everything is good. And then we do have some of her gripe water in here for her gas if she does get gassy. Probably won't use that tonight because she has been actually very calm and chill. And then we have a nail filer on this side for her nails, which we have not had to trim yet, but I'm sure that will come in the future. Okay, and then down here we have her bath, just her bathtub that she sits in, and then this lily pad. We didn't use this lily pad last time, but I'm definitely going to use it for the shower this time. I'm going to just set it in the bathtub right here. If you guys have tips and tricks on the best way to use the lily pad, send them. That is pretty much what her bath caddy looks like. I'm sure it will be updated and upgraded once, you know, she gets bigger and she needs more stuff, as far as like bath toys and stuff like that. Me and my husband actually were talking about how we are going to order her a cushion, where it's a bath cushion for us to pretty much use while we're bathing her. I'll probably just put a pillow down for her for tonight for my husband's knees because I won't be bending over. I won't be bending over in the slightest. And I will say one thing that I noticed from my final blocks that I got, even though it just felt like a pinch for me, I know I was obviously numbed, so it's probably a lot more damage to my back than I think, but I noticed it hurt to bend over, or at least stay bent over for a long period of time. So he is actually going to be the one giving her bath tonight so that he can bend over and scrub her down and clean her and all that good stuff. So I am just about to clean out this tub, spray it, scrub it down, and then we will be preparing her for her bath. Probably won't be recording the actual bath time, but I will definitely update you guys on how it goes. Okay, so her bathtub is filled up. We have the water right now. It's at 102, but she's currently eating a bottle. So it'll cool down probably to like 199 degrees by the time she actually gets in it. And then we also have her heated pad heating up right now. It's currently on the lowest setting. This is our first time using it, so I want to see like how warm it actually gets, because if I need to turn it up, then I will. But I'm gonna let it heat up. And then we have this swaddle as like a separation between the heated pad when we lay her down. And then I actually shared this on my Instagram days ago. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you need to follow me, because you guys will get live updates. Usually by the time you guys see this vlog, it's days, weeks later. And it's not, the sales don't be sailing, okay? This is a towel warmer, you guys. I literally got it from Walmart for $30. It says that it was originally $129. I don't know how accurate that is, but it is a towel warmer where literally you can lift it up. We have her shower blanket in there. It's currently getting heated up. So as soon as she gets out of the tub, I'm going to have that ready to wrap her up in, and then she will immediately be transferred onto the heated pad with the swaddle, just to make sure that she is extra comfortable. We also turn off all of the fans in the room just so that it's not super cold. The heater isn't on, but maybe I should turn on the space heater next to her over here just so that it's warm. But I'm filling this heating pad and it's getting warm. I wouldn't say it's warm to my liking right now, but it might get a little warmer. So I'm gonna let it heat up a little bit and then we'll see. But daddy is feeding baby right now and he is just admiring himself in the mirror and feeding his twin. And yeah, so it's bath time. It is our second time giving her a bath. I'm not nervous because he's actually going to be washing her this time, so I won't be bent over washing her, but I'm going to try to help the best that I can. Maybe like wash her hair, brush her hair, just the good stuff like that. Maybe just like put some water over her. Bath time went amazing. Thank you to everyone who gave us the tips to get the towel warmer and the heated pad. She is obsessed with it. My husband, this is a big moment for me, y'all, so I gotta get set up so I can record this part. Hold on. Here, baby, hold this real quick for me while I... don't make sure your face is all up in the camera. You be having your face all in the camera. There's so much content he recorded for you guys, and he's talking in the camera like this. We're gonna do a baby training. Well, not a baby, he's not a baby anymore. We're gonna do a husband training 101 for the vlog, because I've been wanting him to be on the vlog, but he be doing a lot. Don't judge our room. Obviously, we're in the newborn trenches right now. All right, come on. So my husband talks so much mess about my wrap. He always says how, sorry, I be having these titties out all day. I don't even notice it no more. So my husband talks so bad about my wrap, but he knows. Turn around, come on.
This is the most difficult wrap ever.
No, it's
so
not. I'm about to show it to him.
Like, look at this. It's all on the ground,
No,
and now we got to put our
stepping on
bait.
He's stepping on it. Look,
It's not my fault. It's so difficult
Okay.
wrap. Who wants to buy something like
Move.
this?
Okay.
I can't help it that these long strings is just all on the floor.
So now we wrapped it around him, right? And we're gonna take this side of the wrap. We're gonna
It should never be this difficult.
wrap it over the front of his shoulder like that. There you go.
Should never be
And we're
this
gonna
difficult.
take this side and wrap it over the front of his shoulder like that. Okay? Let me see.
Y'all spending y'all money on this is crazy.
Okay. So now we're gonna pull it, make sure it's nice and fitted on you, make sure it's nice and tight. Now we're gonna take, no, don't pull this down. Okay, this has to go up like right under your chi-chis. Okay. So now this part is going to get put through here, super easy. Take that part, put it through there, you're gonna learn a little bit too.
This is gonna be more than one time. Yeah, I'll wait till she get bigger so that she can wear my
Come on.
simpler baby carrier.
Anyways, moving on.
We make the mine is much easier. It
So
doesn't take
now
30 minutes
we're
to
gonna
put
take it and we're going to cross them in the front. You see that? And we're gonna wrap it around. After you wrap it around, we're gonna pull it to the front and we're gonna tie it. So now when he grabs the baby, he's going to first tuck her into the under one, the one that's under, that one. This was on the top, this one's under. He's gonna take her and take her right leg and tuck it into here. He's gonna take her left leg and tuck it under there, and then you're gonna pull that up over her.
This is so uncomfortable. Bless you.
Had to have a couple interventions because he was uncomfortable and it was too tight and he didn't tell me and it was a lot, but we got her in there. So Daddy is learning how to baby wear, and I'm sure it'll be easier the next time we do it. It's his first time having her in it. I personally love baby wearing because I'm able to do stuff and walk around with her. But it does make you a hot body though. It does get hot.
Just simple baby wearing.
So he wants simpler baby wearing. I think this is,
Shouldn't take you 5 minutes to put this thing on.
it normally doesn't if you know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. You maybe know, but you didn't. So we're good. So bath time was amazing. He's baby wearing for the first time. So he's gonna figure it out eventually how amazing it is to baby wear.
I'm gonna
And
stick to my
obviously
baby wear
he
shirt.
wants to wear his carrier and stuff like that.
'Cause it's
And his
easy.
baby wearing shirt that I got for Christmas. We'll show that to you guys another time.
So easy.
But
1, 2.
yeah, I got him a shirt for Christmas. It has a little kangaroo pocket. It's so cute. She just fits right in there. And yeah, it's so
And you just
freaking
sit her in
adorable.
there and going about your day. It ain't
Yeah.
all of it.
So right now he is wearing the baby and she's comfortable, she's happy, and she's fresh out the bathtub. She loved the heated pad. She acted like she wanted to stay there.
She did.
She didn't want to leave there. But yeah, we know now that is the best way to bathe her. Not in the sink, in the tub, just because this is a more controlled space. It's a little warmer in here. And it's easier to put her on the bed and lotion her, change her, all that good stuff. I wanted to show you guys my pumping experience. I use the Spectra S2, not to be confused with the Spectra S1. It's blue. The color doesn't matter. It's more so that this one has to be plugged in, and the S1 is portable. You can walk around with it. You don't have to keep it plugged in. Did I purposely buy the one that has to be plugged in? No, I didn't know what I was doing when I purchased it, and I probably should have done more research when I did. But apparently I hear that this one is a little bit stronger than the other one because it's connected directly to power. I don't know how true that is, and honestly for me it really doesn't matter. I have portable pumps and I don't mind it being plugged in. It hasn't been an issue for me personally, having it plugged in, because I sit at home all day anyways. And if I am on the go, it's not like I would be using this. And even if I did have the one that didn't plug in, I probably would not be taking that out with me either. So yeah, I am looking for one of those like hospital grade type pumps that's not just like a wearable, but it has like the attachment. I feel like when I see those ones, they're a lot more powerful. So if you guys have any tips on which ones are best for that, where they have like the cords attached to it, it's a little portable like pumping thing, definitely send them my way because I'm looking for one. But I pumped just right now and I wanted to show you guys my output. There are 2 ounces missing from this because I did just give 2 ounces to my baby. This is about 3.5 ounces of milk, and then I gave 2 ounces to her, so that's probably about maybe 4 or 5.5 ounces that I've just pumped right now. One thing that I noticed when I pump is my baby smells it. So it's difficult sometimes when she's sleeping and like I need to pump, because sometimes I pump and she smells it and she wakes up. And it's frustrating sometimes because I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to pump, but she's still sleeping, and like I'll be like, okay, I could just leave the room. But I feel like sometimes even though she's not sleeping on me or with me, she knows when one of us leaves the room. Like even if it's me and him sitting in the room and then he leaves, she notices that he left and it's just me in there, and vice versa. So that has been kind of something that I've been trying to figure out as far as pumping with her when I'm by myself, because she wakes up. So I think the best bet would be pumping right after she eats. So then like it's like she's really not worried about milk. She's given signs that she no longer wants to eat and that she's full. So her smelling my breast milk wouldn't be like an inkling that like it's time to eat because she just ate. So I don't know how productive that's going to be, because yeah, we haven't gotten to that point of me just constantly being by myself with her. But yeah, I just pumped all of these milkies, and let me show you guys my milk setup actually since I'm done. I have not showed you guys my nursing station. In my bedroom, I had decided to get like a mini fridge from Amazon because the night pump sessions, you guys, they're treacherous if you don't have you know, reinforcements to not have to get up and go into the kitchen every time you pump, because it's about 2 to 3 pump sessions in the night and you're tired, you're half asleep, you don't want to do it. So I got a mini fridge for my milk. So right now we have some fortified milk that has a little bit of formula in it for the baby. And then this is my pumped milk that I have saved up and stashed for her, for us to fortify and use once it's time. Once this milk in here is gone, then we will put formula into this milk. We usually put about 6 ounces in the bottle and then put the recommended amount of formula from the NICU and then go from there. So right now we have about a little over 8 ounces of milk stored up, and then this is probably a bottle or 2 stored up in the fridge of fortified milk. So I'm just gonna set that back there, close it. I did have a friend reach out to me, a mom friend, and she was like, hey, just make sure that your mini fridge is actually temped to a good temperature for your milk, because I've seen a lot of moms put milk in their mini fridge and it go bad. So I did do my research just to make sure that the mini fridge is appropriate for breast milk, and it is. So I will link it in my Amazon shop if you guys are looking for a mini fridge to store your milk in if you plan on pumping. I did also order those. So they're these Medela like 5 ounce little bottles that I purchased. They're coming tomorrow in the mail. And the reason why I purchased them is because when you're in the middle of the night and you just pumped, or yeah, not just pumped, you're in the middle of the night, your baby is hungry, and your baby eats a certain amount of ounces of milk, right? And so we use a bottle warmer for her milk because it obviously is refrigerated. Breast milk has to be refrigerated before you use it. It can only sit out for about 4 hours warm without it being refrigerated. So we keep it in the fridge. So in the middle of the night, when we make her bottles, we have to warm them up. And so when you put them in the milk warmer, you have to know how many ounces of milk you are making. And when it's dark and you're not trying to wake up your baby because you want them to sleep for the whole night, and all you have is like your egg light for light, it's not the easiest holding a baby or comforting a crying baby, pouring milk, and then having to guess how many ounces you are pouring. Because if you pour under, the baby's still hungry. If you pour over, you just wasted breast milk. Because also, fun fact, when you are breastfeeding, and not even breastfeeding, when you give a baby a bottle, that bottle, after they put their mouth on it and they suckle on it and eat as much as they're willing to eat out the bottle, that bottle is only good for an hour because bacteria can build up in it from their saliva. And after an hour, the bottle is no good. You gotta throw that milk out, or you can save it for their bath time, which that bath milk is only good for 24 hours. And babies don't get bathed every day. So it's very important that you have the correct ounces that you put into your baby's bottle. With all of that being said, I ordered some Medela bottles that we're going to be able to measure out the exact amount of milk, like servings, into the bottles, put them into the mini fridge so that when it's time to feed her, all we have to do is pull out those bottles, put them in the wipe warmer, and then put them into the bottle warmer, and then put them into her bottles for her to feed. Making the step of measuring, guessing, turning on your flashlight, we don't got to do that because it'll be already measured out. And plus, homegirl is starting to eat more. We came home with her, and the recommended dosage was 2 ounces of milk, but currently she's been drinking about 2.5 to 3 ounces, sometimes even 4 ounces of milk, and she's super duper hungry. So between breastfeeding and pumping, the girl has been grubbing. So we need to, especially right now while my milk supply is still increasing, we absolutely have to measure out her milk, because if we don't, we are looking at each other like, oh my gosh, where's all the milk? And it's poured out of the bottle because we either poured too much or we had to guesstimate how much more she wanted if we didn't pour enough for her. So it's just a whole thing. We're learning, she's learning. We use this soap for all of her cleaning, and we have a separate scrubber for her, all of her bottles and stuff like that. We separate that from like the regular soap and regular scrubber that we use for our regular dishes. So yeah, I just washed my pump parts. They are ready for tonight. At nighttime, I try to pump every 3 hours. She has been sleeping a lot longer than normal for the past 2 nights, which has been a great blessing for us because we are not worried as much about her waking up sometimes every 2 hours to eat. So now she's going about like 3 to 4 hour stretches of just sleeping, and that's been helpful because we have been some tired parents, and she's been letting us sleep. Come about 5 a.m. she's over her bassinet. She does not want to sleep in her bassinet. She's like, come and get me, let's do some skin to skin, let's cuddle until the sun comes up. And we're like, okay, I guess we'll cuddle. So we do sometimes co-sleep with her once the sun is coming up around about like, I want to say 5 a.m. And honestly, it's been really helpful for us to get like that like extra stretch of sleep before it's about like 9 a.m. and we're getting up and fully like addressing our day. But she does sleep in her bassinet at night. So I definitely would recommend getting a bassinet. It is safer for them to sleep in. Do they prefer it? No. Is it safer? Yes. Do what you want to do with your child. If you co-sleep, I'm not judging you. So I also did just start taking moringa. I heard it helps with milk supply. So taking this, and it has been helping. I think I had a good output today. I think I pumped a little over 10 ounces in the total of the day, which is good. I'm praying that my milk supply will obviously keep going up because baby girl is growing. She's wanting more milk. Naturally, my body has been doing its natural thing that it's supposed to do, so I'm not nervous about it. I'm just kind of like waiting for it to happen, and we're just going from there. I started taking these hair, skin, and nail vitamins. You guys have probably seen these before. Tried and true hair, skin, and nail vitamins. Get them from Sam's Club. Okay. And then we're still taking our prenatals. I have been taking 2 different prenatals. They're both gummies, and they both have been very helpful. I will show you guys my other prenatals. Let me actually go get them. My doctor at the hospital recommended them to me. Not the Ollie ones. I take those by choice. But it's the Mary Ruth multivitamin. Let me go get it. I know I said Mary Ruth multivitamin. The prenatal vitamin. It is a prenatal and postnatal multivitamin. Okay, this is the vitamin that my doctor recommended to me. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that there. She recommended this to me. Have I noticed a difference in them? I don't know. I'm postpartum. I don't know what postpartum is supposed to feel like. So yeah, I'd be tired. I got a newborn. I can't say I noticed a difference, but they recommended to me, and I am not going to complain about them because I'm not going to say they made me feel awful, but I'm not going to say they just made me feel like I can just attack the world either. But I will say postpartum has been going pretty good for me, outside of a couple of things, as far as like been noticing I get a little anxious about certain things. especially just thinking about my husband going back to work, because he is an amazing father and he is so helpful with the baby, and I'm able to step aside and know that my daughter is absolutely happy, absolutely taken care of, absolutely at peace with her daddy. And we thank God for good dads, because not everyone is blessed to have a good dad and a good husband to be a good dad. So I am blessed in so many aspects, and I am not going to ignore that fact. So I am about to go spend some time with my husband. The baby's about to go to bed, so I'm probably gonna get the room set up for her to go to bed. Probably fortify some more milk for the nighttime feedings, and actually I will show you guys that process. So I'm gonna fortify her milk, get her ready for her night feedings, and then I'll be ready to kind of just chill and relax. All right, so we are at the home stretch of the night, and the last thing to do is get her milk ready and her bottles ready for the night shift. So we already have some bottles that have already been sterilized, that we sterilized throughout the day. So those are ready. I just have to put the nipples together, and then I just set them up on my nightstand. But we have some leftover fortified milk that I showed you guys. This is about a little under 4 ounces, so it's about 3 ounces of milk. She might take all of this in one bottle, she might not, depends on how hungry she is when she wakes up. So since this is already fortified milk, I don't want to like over put so much formula in it, so I just take one of my little Mandela hand pump bottles that I got, and I just pour it in there, and this is about a little over 3 ounces. So she usually doesn't drink that much at night, so she may not take the whole 3, but we'll probably just give her the 2, have that extra little portion either to go in her next bottle or just give it to her if she's wanting some more. So I'm gonna wash this out really quick, and then I'll show you guys the whole process of fortifying her milk. Okay, so as you guys know, our girl was in the NICU. When babies are in the NICU because they were born early, because they were sick or whatever the case, in Hazel's case, not that she's underweight, but she is ideally smaller than a full-term baby. So when we left the NICU, they gave us formula to put into my breast milk to add calories to her breast milk to help her gain weight a little quicker, just to make sure that she is gaining weight and not just maintaining her weight. So when I pump my breast milk, I put it into obviously containers to store, but before we give it to her, we add some formula. So when we left the NICU, they gave us instructions saying like, if you have this many ounces of breast milk, put this many ounces of formula in it. And so every time when I notice that this bottle is getting a little low, I say, okay, it's time for me to go fortify some more milk, because that's what we're about to do for the night. So they did give us some formula to start with. This is Similac NeoSure for babies born prematurely. So all I do is take out the formula, and then they gave us this scooper to scoop out the correct amount of formula, and it's really not a lot. Like, it's not even like this scooper that it comes with, we don't even use this. Like, I don't even think we use this much. So all I do is take my pre-pumped breast milk, I shake it up because it gets all the fat and stuff. So the goal is to make, so this has a little over 8 ounces, so I'm just going to make 8 ounces worth, just so that it's fortified. And because she's starting to drink over 2-ounce bottles, I normally make 6 ounces worth, but since she is growing, I'm going to make 8 just in case she wants more than her regular 2-ounce bottles, so that it's just ready to go. And then also I'll be able to clean this out. So there's literally just like a little bit left in here. I'm just going to put the lid on it because I don't want to mess up the measurements, because this is probably at least like an ounce of milk. So I'm just gonna leave that in there, and then we take 2 scoops of this side. This is about half a tablespoon, I don't know. And then I put that into the milk, 2 of those. Then I take this side, scoop some out, and do 2 of these. Then twist the cap on, close it, and shake. So this milk fortified is only good for up to 24 hours. But yeah, this will be drink up before tomorrow night, guaranteed. So we have this left. This will probably be about a bottle for her. And then this is the equivalent of like 4 bottles. So we will have, right now it's like 7, no, it's 9. And she just ate. So this is probably like a midnight bottle. And then this will be a 3 a.m., 6 a.m., 9 a.m., and 12:30 bottle, if this makes it to 12:30. It might not, seeing how she's been eating. So yeah, I'm going to just save this. I'm going to put this back in the fridge, and this will be the bottle that I am going to put my next milk in. Honestly, actually I'm going to pour this into this freshly washed bottle so I can wash this. I try not to mix her milks into one container over 24 hours because I don't want the buildup of just the milk. Ideally it could last for 4 days, but it's just a rule of thumb that I like to keep, so that if I forget one day, then it's in there for 2 days, and so on and so forth. And I don't want to end up just having a whole bunch of stored up milk in uncleaned bottles. Okay, so these are going back into the fridge. This is going to go in the fridge. This is going to be the bottle that I pump my milk into over the night that I'm going to pour it into. This will be the bottle and the bottle that we pour her milk into for her feeds in the middle of the night and into the morning. So those will go in the fridge, and the formula will go back into the trash. I think I am done for the night. If I record tonight for you guys, then kudos to me, kudos to y'all. If not, then I will see you guys in the morning. Good night. Good morning, everyone. It is the next day. It is currently 9:21 in the morning. I am just getting out of the bed. I was so tired last night. I was so tired. My husband mainly did the night shift last night. I will give him credit for that. I did pump every feeding, and then I also fed her for one of the feedings, but actually no, for one of the feedings I changed her, I fed her, and I pumped. But I pumped every feeding, and then he did the feeding and the changing, and then he did the morning feeding just a couple hours ago. I would assume he woke her up and fed her about 7 a.m. So she is asleep right now. He told me that she's been asleep for like that of an hour. She woke up at about like 5 a.m. and did not want to be in her bassinet anymore. It was like, come and get me. I want to cuddle. I noticed that when I get her, especially in the morning, like it doesn't matter if she's had a bottle or if she has been fed, she just associates me with like food, because obviously I smell like breast milk. And so as soon as she gets on me, she's like wanting to eat. And especially at nighttime, I have not mastered breastfeeding, is what I'm going to say. I have not mastered breastfeeding. And especially at night when I am super exhausted, tired, I have to pump, and it's dark in the room and I don't want many lights on because I don't want to wake her up. It's hard to make sure that she is latching fully, and I personally have not mastered breastfeeding at night. I will breastfeed her during the daytime if she's showing signs that if she's showing signs that her bottle was not enough, I will breastfeed her in the daytime. But for the most part, she is bottle fed with breast milk that I pump for her. So with that being said, she pretty much like fell asleep with her dad this morning during her like 5 a.m. feeding, and I just went back to sleep. I was like, there's nothing I can do about it. I need to pump, and she was gonna have to sleep with her dad. I noticed that like mentally I'm trying to keep myself sane like when it comes to stuff like that, because it is hard sometimes when like you want to like comfort your baby or you want to like lay with your baby, but you have to pump, and like I can't lay with her or comfort her the way that she wants when I have to pump, because I literally have to sit there like this. And I do have a bra that can hold them, but either way, like you can't really hold your baby while you're pumping, especially at night. So baby is always with dad, sleeping, finding comfort, stuff like that. And I've been like struggling with that because obviously you want your baby to find comfort in you, and I know that she does. But it's just sometimes hard because it's like you feel like I want to be able to bond with my baby as well, and I sometimes don't feel like I'm given the opportunity to bond as much as he does. And then I think it's also hard like understanding like how my birth experience went, because I didn't get to see her for the first 24 hours of her being alive. I was on a magnesium drip in the hospital for my C-section, and they would not let me get off the bed because they didn't want something to happen. And pretty much I could not see my daughter for 24 hours, and it was very emotionally draining, and I was very anxious and distraught about it come the 24-hour mark. And I eventually got to see my baby, but it still doesn't change the fact that, you know, it was a hard time, and I feel like I'm still like feeling like, not the mom guilt, I don't know if it's mom guilt, but I'm still feeling the feels about it, because I feel like since, you know, my husband got to hold her, my husband got to go talk to her, touch her, be with her. Like when she was born, he immediately just like went with her with the NICU to like make sure she was okay and all that good stuff. And so he got to like experience all of that, and she got to experience, you know, him as like the first connection aside from the nurses. And I was not present for that of 24 hours plus, you know, like having to be in the hospital for 4 days, only being able to spend so much time with her because I was in pain, under medication, stuff like that. So I've been just dealing with that aspect of it, and I feel like I was feeling the feels this morning, and yeah. Other than that, it was a good night. I did not pump as much as I would have liked this morning, but it's okay. I feel like once I eat right now, I'll be able to make up for what I did not produce last night. So I'm not really stressed about like milk supply and stuff like that. because we do have like that full bottle that I prepped last night, plus some milk that I pumped last night, plus what I'm going to pump right after I eat. So I noticed that I think the main reason why I didn't get as much of an output of milk last night was because I didn't really like eat a full dinner. So my goal is to go grocery shopping today, just to do like a Sam's Club pickup order, because I'm not personally able to like go out and shop. Well, my husband can, or I can by myself. I'm not gonna go by myself. And my husband couldn't go by himself, but we can also do a Sam's Club pickup order. So I'm going to place a Sam's Club pickup order for today. And then knowing that it's Saturday, we'll probably have to pick it up tonight. So my husband will probably have to go get it tonight. Hi guys. This is a midday check-in. I managed to heat up. I just heated up some food. I managed to hang up some clothes, a lot of laundry that I had backed up, left over, that I got to hang up. I still need to reorganize my closet and get some clothes that I no longer wear for the season and transfer them to my other closet so that I can fit these clothes into my closet. So I didn't hang them up, but they're on hangers. So that's a plus. I'm about to take my pumped milk and fortify some more of her milk, because all of her fortified milk that I made last night is officially gone. And it is 3:44. So like I said, the milk is only good for 24 hours when it's fortified, and ideally 24 hours from when I made it would have been like, I think it was like 9-10 o'clock at night. So ideally it does not last 24 hours. 8 ounces lasted from then up until now. But I wanted to show you guys these Ahhhhs that I wear throughout the day. I don't wear them at night because I don't want them to leak all over me. But I wear these Ahhhhs on my chest, and they collect milk when I leak milk. So I just pop the top off and I just pour it into the bottle, and then we sterilize these overnight. But they pretty much just like suction onto your nips, and they catch any like kind of letdown or drippage that you might have throughout the day, so that none of your milk goes wasted. And then here is some that I have from my other one. So I'm just gonna pour that in there, because all of the milk counts, you guys, all of it, every drop, okay? And then I just hook my nursing bra back, and we're back to collecting throughout the day. So let's see. This is the leakage that I collected. It's not like a lot, but it's something. So I'm going to make another 8-ounce bottle. Ideally there is a little over 10 ounces in here, so we should have about 2 ounces of breast milk left in this cup by the time I pour. And then I'm going to pump right after I eat, because the baby is asleep right now. I put a little extra milk in her bottle this past feeding because I was like, I need to pump, and she wakes up when I'm pumping. So she definitely, like, I don't know, I think it's because she can smell it. Like, she can smell me pumping. And so because she can smell it, like it tells her like, oh, it's time to eat. And she's like, okay, yeah, like get me ready to eat. And it's like, girl, you're in the middle of your nap. Like, it's not time to eat, go back to sleep. But you can't tell a newborn that. They just smell milk and think, let's eat. So I'm hoping that just through her just going down to sleep. She's knocked out right now. I know she's knocked out because she's not even like making any noises. She's not moving around. She's literally like slumped. She's knocked out. So I'm like, this is probably the best time for me to pump because she won't even notice. Like, as far as she's concerned, she's not thinking about food because she just ate. So I'm about to go pump and eat my food. It was a mommy day today. My husband left this morning at like 10 a.m. He had, I think, a funeral service to do. And yeah, so it was just me all day today. I was a little nervous at first about it, but ideally, once I got her like more comfortable and situated, she was fine. She did give me two poop butt diapers, not just poop diapers, poop butt diapers. She gave me two poop butt diapers, back to back. Like, I changed her. She had woke up from her nap. I changed her, and there was poop in it. As soon as I changed her, as soon as I put the diaper on, I laid her down. All I heard was her release another poop butt diaper. So she does not like to be wet. She does not like to have poop in her diapers. So I immediately changed her. And once I changed her, gave her a little bit more of her bottle, she was out. So that's a plus. Definitely grateful for that. And yeah, so I'm gonna go pump the girls. I'll probably update you guys later tonight or later today. I still have not showered. Once my husband gets home and gets settled in, I'm going to disappear and go take a shower, so I might catch up with you guys then. But other than that, I've just been hanging up clothes and watching my daughter nap and like cleaning up and washing bottles. I have temporarily been relieved of my mommy duties. My husband is home. I just took a shower, and like a week ago, I got this laundry sorter. It looks like this. I'm trying to do better on like managing my laundry and doing it daily so that it's not piling up, and then also putting it away. The putting it away part, we're still improving, but that's neither here nor there. I got this sorter because it has 3 sections in it, and I need a section for the baby, I need a section for me, and I need a section for like towels and stuff like that. Ideally, my husband has his own, so he doesn't need a section, but I do. So usually he puts all of my furniture together and stuff, but I'm going to do it myself because I know how to put together furniture. Like, I used to do this when I wasn't married. When I was a kid and didn't have nobody else to do it for me. So I'm praying that I don't need any extra tools and that it has everything that I need to put it together, because I don't want to have to get extra tools or have to ask my husband for help. So prayerfully, this goes really well and I'll be done quickly, and it's not going to take 3 hours to do. Okay. I have officially finished the laundry basket, and it has 3 compartments, like I said. And then, of course, once they fill up, they will be full and it'll just look better. But this is what it looks like. And I did it in like maybe an hour 15. So I'm content with the final product. I didn't go put it in the room just because my husband and my daughter are asleep right now. And I'm enjoying my me time, so I don't want to wake either one of them up. And yeah, so I didn't go put it in there. But I know I told you guys about these Mandela bottles that I had got. They came in the mail. So these are them. They are also compatible with the hand pumps, so I can use them for that if I so choose to. But it holds up to 5 ounces of milk. So once she's eating more, I'll be able to obviously put more milk than normal, but right now I'm going to put 2 ounces in each bottle because that is about what she is drinking right now. So currently it is, what time is it? Let me check what time it is, 1 second. So currently it is 7:40 in the evening. So she'll probably feed again. I don't know the last time she ate. I feel like my husband just fed her, but I don't know exactly what time she just ate. So I'm going to assume that she's going to be hungry again at 9 or 9:30 because that's usually her normal feeding time. That's next. So I would need to make a 9:30 bottle, a 12:30 bottle, a 3:30 bottle, and a 6:30 bottle. I hear her crying. Let me go check on her 1 second. Okay, so my baby was in fact crying and her dad was knocked out asleep. He was not budging. So had to go come to the rescue. So yeah, that's what happens when you go out. You come home to a newborn. You've been out all day and you're tired. So definitely something we're gonna have to learn is if you're out and I'm with the baby all day, because I didn't get a nap today. I have not napped. So once I fall asleep, once I hit that pillow, I'm probably gonna be knocked out for the night. And he's gonna have to be on night shift. So he's probably gonna need to go back to sleep until that midnight shift. But prayerfully, I'll be able to get up and I won't be dog tired. But I didn't nap today, so we'll see how the night goes. But I portioned out the bottles. I did it off camera just because I went and tended to the baby and then I came back. I just did it. But I filled up the bottles. When I went back in the room, checked on her, I was like, let me just change her and feed her. So I changed her, I fed her a 2-ounce bottle and she's still awake. Which is okay because she's been sleeping a lot today. But I was like, she's probably still hungry. So I gave her another ounce of milk and she drank that whole thing. So that's 3 ounces worth of milk. If she's still up when I go in there, I'm gonna ask my husband if I should give her 1 more ounce. If she drinks that, it'll be 4 ounces. But I don't think she's gonna drink another one because she left a little bit of milk in her last bottle, in that last ounce that I just gave her. So I think she's good. She's just probably a little gassy. And then when she burps and farts a little bit, she'll go back to sleep. So we're getting ready for tonight. I already sectioned out the bottles into the Medela bottles and they're in the mini fridge. And these are going to be her 3 bottles for the evening feeds. So this will be midnight, 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. And we'll just see how that goes.